How do you assess your first year as a Cat?
Yeah, not too bad. I think start of the year I wouldn't have thought I'd started the year off as well as I would have liked, but I think I sort of progressed in the right direction towards the back end of the year, and hopefully can springboard into this year.
How did you find the extra midfield exposure that you got? Pretty much to account of the injuries that Cats had last year.
Yeah, I think that really helped me. Towards the middle half of the year, I think I was able to take a little bit of the load off Pat and Guth, especially when he was a bit injured. So it's only going to help me to leading into this year. But we've got some really strong depth in the midfield this year, and we're looking forward to getting stuck into it.
How important is Cam Guthrie to that midfield mix? You barely spend any time with him. It's going to be a different dynamic, you'd suspect, with him back in it and you playing, obviously, in your second season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it showed, last year how important he is to our side, and when he's not in there, I guess there are other players that stand up, but he's quite hard to replace, Guth. So he's had an amazing pre-season. He's fit, he's firing. He'll be ready to go this year for sure.
On a personal level, you come in, obviously you're no stranger to Geelong, but you have to come back and adjust to a new club. Is it easier going into this second year that you've got that first season out of the way? Has it been a smoother run, I suspect?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I was obviously, it was nice to settle in this year and come back home and find my feet a bit. It probably took longer than I anticipated, but I'm feeling really confident with the boys and the playing group. So the coaches are supporting us all, and I'm really confident for this year and where we can get to.
On a personal level, what have you worked on over pre-season? Is there something you identified that you needed to probably maybe add to your repertoire to continue your evolution as a midfielder?
Yeah, I think obviously my fitness first and foremost, but just gelling with my midfielders and the ruckman. I've been working with Toby Conway quite a bit. He's had an amazing pre-season. He's looking ready to go. So been doing a lot of work with him. But I think on a personal note, but I think as a team we're all ready to go, and we've been gelling quite well this pre-season. So we'll be ready for next Thursday against Carlton.
Just on Conway, who do you think will be the number one ruck for the majority of the season? It seems like there'll be a bit of a hit out between Stanley and Conway over the practice game.
I think it's obviously hard to tell, but I think both Reece and Toby complement each other quite well. They're going to work well together this year, and they're going to need each other throughout the year. It's obviously hard to give you an answer on who's going to play and whatnot, but I think they're going to work very well together.
What do you see your role being in 2024? Do you think it will be that full-time midfield role that you saw towards the end of last season?
I hope so. Yeah, I think hopefully I can progress. Yeah, like I said, in the right direction and add more to the midfield. I think we didn't quite achieve what we wanted to as a midfield group last year, and we're only looking to get better. So if that means I can step up and pick up the workload, definitely.
Tanner, just a local bloke from South Warrnambool, James Raleigh, coach and staff. What's his influence like on the group?
Yeah, Ralph's has been awesome so far. He's come in. He's very open-minded, and he's very knowledgeable with the game. So we're very lucky to have him from Adelaide, and he's had a great influence on the group since he arrived at the club. So I've been working with him quite a little bit with the forward stuff as well. So the boys are really enjoying his time, and he's going to be a great addition for us this year.
The former side, the Giants had an amazing run towards the back end of last year. Was that tough watching on, seeing that, especially when you guys didn't make finals yourself?
A little bit, yeah, I guess it was. Obviously, I've got some great mates up there, so it was pleasing to see those boys do well after the couple of years that they had. But they're a great side, and they've got some really good players. I think everyone sort of knew the footy that they can play. It was just a matter of time before they could to put it together. But I was really happy for them. Like I said, I've got some great mates there, and I'm sure they're going to give it another crack this year.
Just on your move, obviously, was there any, the fact that you got some more opportunity than you did at the Giants, that sort of indicate back home to the game?
I mean, there was a few factors, one being that, but I mean, I had plenty of opportunity at the Giants. It wasn't necessarily just about that. Nice to come home to family and friends, and obviously where I grew up baking for Geelong as well. So that was a big factor, and play football in Victoria for such a big club. But the Giants are great for me, and I'll be forever in debt to them. But I'm really enjoying being back home now.
One of your young guys came to the Cats during the off season. Who's impressed you, and who do you think will challenge for spots in round one and in the practice games?
Yeah, I mean it's quite obvious one. Connor O'Sullivan, he's been training super well since day one. He's come in and you know he goes about it the right way, Connor, and he's going to be massive for us for a long time to come. George Stevens is training really well, a local boy from Warrnambool down here, so he's been going really well in the midfield, and Jai Clark's going really well as well. He's obviously back from his injury last year with his foot, so he's progressing well, he's training really well, so we look forward to hopefully those boys, you know, for a long time to come.
Yeah, you play a little bit of Falcons with Ollie Wiltshire. Play some games together. What did you miss it?
Oh, I just missed Ollie. Like I was down there at the Falcons with him, but we obviously it was COVID in 2020, so just missed him. But he's super special. We've already seen in the first few months he's been at the club, you know what he's capable of. So I'm just rapt that he's now in the program, and he'll be hopefully in the program for another couple of years. But you know he can sky's the limit for Ollie.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's unbelievable that you got, I suppose COVID didn't help, but overlooked and go back and play ballerina footy and find yourself on an AFL list. But as you said, he's a special talent. What do you like about him?
Yeah, it's quite remarkable, Ollie's story. He's just got so much X factor. He runs really well, he moves well, he's got a good sidestep, and he can mark the footy, and most importantly, he hits the scoreboard, he kicks goals. So he's he's quite lively out forward, and I can't wait to see him blossom.
You had an impressive match sim hit out last week. Does that fill you with a bit of confidence that you can, take it another step in 2024?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah, it's always nice, and like I said, it's only going to help me this year progress into the year. I've always known that my footy's up there with, and I can compete with the best. So I'm just looking forward to working with all the boys, the midfield group, forwards and the backs, and seeing what we can achieve this year.